This is Stop Sucking at Business, episode 38. It's time to grow your business, stop spinning your wheels, and build the life you deserve. And I'm here to help. My name is Megan Brame. This is Stop Sucking at Business. Hello, my loves. Welcome to Stop Sucking at Business. My name is Megan Brame. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, and I am here to help you succeed at your business. So thank you so much for joining me. First, I want to say it is really effing hot in New York City today, and my windows are open, my fan is blowing on my face, and all of the lovely New York City sounds are just like this jerk with his motorcycle roaring down my street. Did you hear that? So, I apologize if there's a lot of background noise in this. It's just effing hot here, and we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? So, first, before we get started, I guess this is the second verse, right? First, it's loud. Second, thank you to my bros at FreshBooks. I just started playing with them, and I wanted to put them on the podcast because they are amazeballs. I was using so many different things before. When I started this podcast blogging business, I was using a spreadsheet. Before that, for my other business, I was using this other software, which was just cumbersome and annoying. And FreshBooks, now that I'm playing with FreshBooks, it is so easy. It's so easy. And if you're not doing anything for accounting software or bookkeeping, guys, it's just not smart. You need to make sure that you're keeping track of all of your expenses, that you're categorizing them so that tax time is just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, you can try FreshBooks out for free. You don't even need a credit card. Go through my link, meganbrame.com/freshbooks. You can get your trial there, get started, get on your way to Millionaire Road. So, today I want to talk a little bit about blogging. And I know that if you are a small business that doesn't have a blog, you're probably like, skip. But listen to me. If you don't have a blog yet, you are behind. You are so behind your competitors, your big league competitors. Like if you're a soap maker, then you are dealing with Sephora. You know what I mean? Nordstrom, all these places that have blogs, you need to have one too. And I know that feels like, I got so much stuff to do already, Megan. Jesus. I know. Believe me, I know. But much like my Instagram experiment last month, this month, I guess I've become one of those annoying growth hacker people where I'm like, I'm going to just see if this experiment works and go from there. So last month, as you know from last week's episode, I did an Instagram experiment where I wanted to see if I could break 1,000 followers in 30 days from a new account just starting from scratch. And it worked. I got 1,200 followers in 30 days, which was just incredible. And that's what started out Graham Crackers, which if you haven't registered for, you should probably start registering. I'm just saying. Sorry. Anyways, I decided that I wanted to try something new this month as a little crazy experiment for myself. And I decided that what I wanted to do was start another blog. And I am an ambitious person, I think. And it's not a humble brag. That's more of like a curse. That I have meganbrame.com, and then I have this podcast, plus the 2 Instagram accounts for this and the Twitter and so forth. And in addition to that, I'm going to start this other blog, which is totally unrelated. It's actually a home blog, a home decor blog, because if you've been listening, then you know that Mr. and I are on our way to buying a home. And so this is kind of a passion project for me. And I wanted to see, it was just a good segue for me to start this experiment on, could I create a blog from scratch that got 1,000 page views in the first month? Could I do it? I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I started a blog. It's called thebeigehouse.com because all of the houses we looked at upstate for some reason were beige. So it just kind of worked that I don't have to wait to buy the house to start the blog. I can start the blog and pretty much hedge my bets that I'm going to buy a beige house. So the beigehouse.com plus all of its Instagram accounts. So I'm starting that. And I want to share with you what I've learned so far. The first 2 weeks were pretty rough. They were, they just, when you're impatient and ambitious at the same time, starting from scratch is like just cumbersome. It's just I want it now. Come on. And it doesn't happen that way, right? Especially on the internet, especially with blogs. And the first 2 weeks were a little bit slow. And I hit 100 page views the first 10 days, which was awesome. That meant people were starting to pay attention. I was getting rankings in Google. And to be honest, I don't entirely know if I'm going to hit the 1,000 page views in the first month. We'll see. But let me go back to why I picked 1,000 page views. Just for consistency, but also 1,000 page views in a month is pretty good, right? It's pretty good, especially for a new blog. So many of these blogs that I researched ahead of time were, I don't know, since 2008, 8 years old, and they were getting 600,000 page views a month. So I figured they had 8 years to do that. If I could do 1,000 in a month, that would be pretty amazing. And in the first 10 days, I got 10% of my goal already. So, on my way. Now, let me tell you what I've learned. Much like the Instagram experiment, let me tell you what I'm learning in the blogging experiment. 1, it is difficult. It is so much more difficult when you're doing this all by yourself. And I've told you that before. You should automate and delegate and eliminate where you can. And I have automated what I can. But I still got to write the content. And originally, I wanted to do 90 posts in the first month. I wanted to do 90 search engine optimized posts, which was 3 posts a day. And I failed on day 4. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So now I have about 40 posts for this month. So 1 plus a day on average. And that's not something I'm going to keep up. I think that I'll probably cut down to a few posts a week, maybe once a week later on. I'm not sure, but just for the first month, since I had this ambitious goal, I knew I was really going to have to work my face off to make this happen. Now, when it comes to the content, there are 2 ways to go about it. 1 is to just write whatever you want. And I think that's a great idea. I think that's an amazing idea, but I don't think it's a good idea. How should I put this? I don't think it's the right idea for growth. I think that if you want to have a personal blog that just kind of grows slowly and attracts some people here and there, or it's not really something you want to put a lot of work into, then just write about whatever you want. That's totally cool. If, however, you want to be insane like me and do these crazy goals where you have just ridiculous ideas and ambition, then you need to write what people are searching for. And it's not fun. I'm going to be honest. I had to write posts that I don't care about, but people are searching for them. They have tens of thousands of Google searches every month. So it wouldn't be smart to just ignore that, right? So I treated it like a business and I did all the stuff that I don't want to do. I don't want to write about, this one type of decor style that I hate, but 18,000 people search for it every month, so somebody else likes it, so I better write about it. That's what I've found out. And here's a little secret. If you've taken Perfect Product Copy, which is my class about writing product descriptions, then you already know about Longtail Pro. Longtail Pro is amazing. It's like searching for the most perfect keywords in the most perfect time. You can use Google AdWords Keyword Planner, which is free. Longtail Pro is not. Keyword Planner on Google AdWords. You need an AdWords account, which is their advertising thing, but you don't actually have to start an ad campaign. You just need an advertising account. Anyways, Google AdWords Keyword Planner will tell you what people are searching for, what their monthly stats are, and blah, blah, blah. And Longtail Pro, which is paid, takes you even further and just gives you all of this crazy information and all of these keyword ideas and suggestions. And it is so nerdily fun. If you go through meganbrame.com/longtailpro, that's my affiliate link, you get, I think it's a trial for $1. It's so cool. Just give it a shot, man. It is so fun. Just try it for $1. I'm serious. It's so cool. It's so, like, just any kind of nerd information you'd ever want to have about keyword searches and things like that, that's where Longtail Pro is. So I brainstormed a bunch of different things that I could think of for home decorating, home decor, things like that. So like different styles, like interior design and accessories, and then rooms. I made 3 categories. I made keyword, and then room, and then I forget what I called it, like the best or top 10 or things like that. So then I went into Google Spreadsheets, and if you search this, you'll be able to figure out how to do this, but it's just basically creating a formula that says take something from column A, column B, column C, and then do it for all of these. So if I had 25 home decor styles, like Art Deco and primitive and industrial and mid-century modern and things like that, and I told the spreadsheet to take all of those 25 keywords and fit it into rooms and then the descriptives. So the spreadsheet would do the best Art Deco bedrooms, the best Art Deco bathrooms, the best Art Deco kitchens. Do you see what I mean? And then it would go on to like the best industrial bedrooms, the best industrial kitchens, the best industrial bathrooms, blah, 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 blah. And that's what it did. So then I had 600 keyword phrases. So what is modern decor? What is interior decorating? The best accessories for industrial bathrooms, so on and so forth. I had 600 of these, and I ranked them all by keyword searches thanks to Longtail Pro. And if it was over 1,000 searches a month, then I kept it. If it was not, I got rid of it. And now I will tell you once again with Automate, Delegate, Eliminate, I really wish I had a virtual assistant do this instead of me because it took so long. And I'm such a glutton for punishment. You know, I tell you guys all the time, delegate what you can, and I'm still guilty of it too. So I sympathize. I totally understand. Anyways, so I have these 600 posts, which are probably narrowed down to like, let's say 350 after doing all of the keyword rankings. And then I start to write and I start to plan and I batch everything. So much like I've told you before, batch all of the featured images together. Do those all at the same time. So it's not just write a post and create the image, then write a post and create the image and vice versa. No, it is make all of the images for that week and then write all the posts. That way, I'm not wasting time going back and forth between programs. I'm doing all of my batching, and it saves you so much time. So please, anything in business, batch it out and save yourself the effort. So I do that. Make sure I write keywords. I use Yoast SEO to make sure all of my keywords are good, that my copy is easy to read, that I'm using the right links and things like that. And then I schedule the posts. And then I go and I schedule the social media. And then that's what happens. And that is how I'm doing this blog experiment. Now, here are some things I've learned. Here's some things you should do for your blog. As I've said before, batch it. Batch anything in your business. Just batch it. Save yourself the effort. Write for what people want, not what you want. But that's also everything in business, right? Create products that your customers want, not products that you want. 3, make your avatar. Figure out who you're writing for, who your customer is. This works in business. This works in blogging. Figure out who you want to talk to, because you need to figure that out to save yourself the time and the effort and blah, 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 and all that stuff, because you'll spend so much more money if you don't know who you're supposed to target. 4, make it as easy as possible. And I mean that with like plugins, apps, whatever. For my social media, I use Hootsuite and a couple of other apps to just automate my stuff. Board Booster for Pinterest and Grum for Instagram. And I have cat hair on my nose, and I just keep scratching my nose trying to get the cat hair off. Sorry. So I make sure I automate what I can with apps and things like that. And I created all of these different posts and schedules. The schedule just makes it so much easier. There's a free, if you use a WordPress blog, which you should, in my opinion, you can use Squarespace. I've never used it, so I can't, just from my experience, I've used WordPress. There's an editorial calendar that's free, and it just helps you drag and drop posts. So you just schedule it and automate it and go. Use any app you can. I have this full list of things on meganbrame.com/how to make a blog. And you can use all one word, or you can hyphenate all of that. I have the links to go to both. It is this most ridiculously comprehensive guide. It's like 2,300 words, all about blogging, all of the things you need to do to create a blog. And I know this episode feels a bit like a ramble, because especially if you're not into blogging, if you don't really care about blogging, dude, you have to care. You have to. It is the easiest way to grow your business. All it takes is a little bit of time doing research and batching. And you can even outsource it if you want. I won't judge you. You got to do what you got to do. But make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're blogging. Just do one thing for me in August. Create a blog in meganbrame.com/how to make a blog. It's all right there. And make 4 posts. That's all. Just 4 posts. You can even just write about what you want to write about this first month. But if you do 4 posts and you schedule it once a week, that's a month of content. That's a month of Google checking you out a little bit more, because you've got this fresh content, and Google's going to want to know what it's about. And your customers are going to want to know what it's about. And now you have content for Instagram. Now you have content for Facebook. Now you have content for Periscope, any kind of social media platform. You now have content that you created that isn't a direct sales pitch. So people aren't going to be like, ugh, I don't care about your jewelry. I'm sick of it. That's all you post is about your jewelry. This time you're going to be like, here's a blog post about how to care for silver. Or here's the top 10 ways to figure out if you're allergic to gold. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to feel cumbersome. It's stuff that's already in your brain. So just August, give me 4 blog posts and tweet them to me, and I will retweet them to you. I got like 17,000 followers on Twitter right now, so send them to me, and I will send them out to my crew. My Twitter is Megan Plus Coffee, if you're not following me yet. That's what I want you to do this month. It's coming up. It's easy. I know it feels like it's one more freaking thing to do. Megan, shut up. I got enough to do. Dude, take 2 hours out of your Saturday. Knock out 4 blog posts. Just do it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be keyword intensive right now. We'll transition into that. We're just going to get into you figuring out how to make this work for you. Do 4 posts. Tweet them to me. I'll send them out to my crew. And you'll be on your way to rocking it out. Now, if you already have a blog, here's what I want you to do. First, keep it up because you're baller. You're like my A+ student. You're going for the extra credit now. Go and just look into Longtail Pro. You don't have to get it. Read the reviews. Check it out. See if it's for you. meganbrame.com/longtailpro is my link for them. Like I said, I think it's $1 trial, and then you can just cancel it if you don't want it, but I think you'll keep it. I think you'll be amazed by how much it does. So that's your goal. Because if you're not writing for what people want, if what people are searching, then you're just leaving money on the table, bro. Did I just say bro? Let's pretend I never said bro. Okay. But that's my little challenge for you for August. Until next week, I really hope you look into blogging. And I really hope that if you already have a blog, you look into maximizing all of the good that your blog can do for your business, even if it is your only business. If you're just doing blogging, that's amazing. And check me out at thebeigehouse.com if you're into home decor. But once again, thank you to FreshBooks for being amazing. meganbrame.com/freshbooks. They're baller, just like you. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope it is not too hot right where you are right now. I hope that you're comfortable and happy. And I will talk to you next week. Take care.